Hey guys, it's time to get some knowledge. So, today we are going to know something about a person. About whom? Is he a leader? Or is he a ruler? Or is he a dictator? The man filled with terror is this fellow. His name is Adolf Hitler. Still, there are people who are afraid of Hitler. Adolf Hitler was born in Austria on April 20, 1889. Hitler was born to Alois Hitler and Clara Pols. Hitler was the fourth of 6 children. Hitler's father was a very harsh person, and as a child, Hitler clashed frequently with his emotionally harsh father. Hitler was very much interested in painting, but his father didn't approve his interest in fine arts as career, or else Hitler would have become a painter and not a killer. In 1903, Hitler's father passed away. 2 years later, Hitler's mother allowed him to drop out of school. His mother died in 1907. Later, Hitler moved to Vienna and worked as a casual laborer and watercolor painter. Hitler applied to the Academy of Fine Arts twice, but he was rejected both the times. In 1913, Hitler relocated to Munich. At the outbreak of World War I, he applied to serve in the German army. He was accepted in 1914, though he was still an Austrian citizen. Hitler spent much of his time away from the front lines, but he was present at a number of significant battles and was wounded. He was decorated for bravery, receiving the Iron Cross First Class and the Black Wound Badge. After World War I, Hitler returned to Munich and continued to work for the German military. As an intelligence officer, he monitored the activities of the German Workers' Party, DAP, and adapted many of the anti-Semitic nationalist and anti-Marxist ideas of the party founder Anton Drexler. In September 1919, Hitler joined the DAP, which changed its name to Nazi. Hitler personally designed the Nazi party banner, appropriating the swastika symbol and placing it in a white circle on a red background. In 1921, Hitler replaced Drexler as the Nazi party chairman. On November 8, 1923, Hitler announced that the National Revolution had begun and declared the formation of a new government. After a short struggle that led to several deaths, the coup known as Beer Hall Putsch failed. Hitler was arrested and tried for high treason and sentenced to 9 months in prison. During Hitler's 9 months in prison, in 1924, he dictated most of the first volume of his autobiographical book and political manifesto, which is known as Mein Kampf, which means My Struggle. The first volume was published in 1925 and a second volume came out in 1927. It was translated into 11 languages, selling more than 5 million copies by 1939. With millions unemployed, the Great Depression in Germany provided a political opportunity for Hitler. In 1932, Hitler ran against 84-year-old Paul von Hindenburg for the presidency. Hitler came second in both the rounds of the election, governing more than 36% of the vote in the final count. Hindenburg reluctantly agreed to appoint Hitler as Chancellor in order to promote political balance. Having achieved full control over the legislative and executive branches of government, on July 14, 1933, Hitler's Nazi party was declared the only legal political party in Germany. The day before the death of Hindenburg in August 1934, the cabinet enacted a law abolishing the office of the president and combining its powers with those of the chancellor. Hitler thus became the head of the state as well as the head of the government and was formally named leader and the chancellor. As head of the state, Hitler became supreme commander of the armed forces. In 1938, Hitler along with several other European leaders signed the Munich Agreement. As a result of this summit, Hitler named Time magazine's Man of the Year for 1938. This diplomatic win only whetted his appetite for a renewance. On September 1, 1939, Hitler invaded Poland, sparking the beginning of the World War II. In response, Britain and France declared war on Germany 2 days later. Hitler violated the treaties and sent huge German troops and invaded places like Norway, Denmark, France, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and Belgium. Hitler's military judgment became increasingly erratic, and the Axis powers could not sustain his aggressive and expansive war. In late 1942, German forces failed to seize the Suez Canal, leading to the loss of German control over North Africa. The German army suffered defeats at the Battle of Stalingrad, seen as a turning point in the war. By early 1945, Hitler realized that Germany was going to lose the war. The Soviets had driven the German army back into Western Europe, and the Allies were advancing into Germany from the west. At midnight, going into 29 April 1945, Hitler married his girlfriend Eva Braun in a small civil ceremony. Around this time, Hitler was informed of the execution of Italian dictator Benito Mussolini. Afraid of falling into the hands of the enemy troops, Hitler and Braun committed suicide the day after their wedding, on April 30, 1945. Their bodies were carried to the bombed-out area outside Reich Chancellery, where they were burned. The whole world was shocked of Hitler's death. Some worthy quotes that Hitler left. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are just insulting yourself. When life gives you 100 reasons to cry, show life that you have 1,000 reasons to smile. If you can dream it, you can do it. One who wins without problem, it is just victory. But one who wins with a lot of troubles, that is history. If you want to shine like sun, first you have to burn like it. If you win, you need not have to explain. If you lose, you should not be there to explain. Hitler says, I suggest you to do war, but never love. Because in war, either you live or you die. But in love, neither you live nor you die. Has Hitler did only bad things to the world? Didn't he do any good to the world? Yes, he did. Adolf Hitler fought against animal cruelty. He said that animals also have the same life as we do. He wanted animals not to be killed, but to live long. Not only that, Hitler has fought against smoking. He also conducted many anti-smoking camps and saved many from death. He don't wanted his people to smoke. The reason why I like Hitler is he undercame many struggles in his life. He does not had any good family background. He did not have his father for a long time in his life. He did not enjoy with his friends, father and mother as we do today. He did not experience that fun. But he worked hard. He worked really very hard. Though he was confused with his career and future, like what to do next in life, he used all the chances given by life very wisely. We should learn from him how to use the chances and situations correctly and come up in life. As our ancestors said, see the good in everyone. I saw few good things in Hitler, who was given a mask, the killer, the merciless person, etc. etc. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned at least a little. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is small imagination. Enjoy it.